It's been a while since I've been to a show, so I took a Saturday afternoon to find my center and battle children savagely fighting each other over Pokemon cards. This show is crowded, about 200 tables. I'm always most excited when I just walk in, hopeful for whatever treasure I might find. But most of what I found here was Pokemon. Table after table after table after table of Pokemon and TCG enthusiasts. This was billed as a sports card show, but there was much more TCG than there was sports. I think it might be time for a breaking of the fellowship.
And it has all been in vain. The fellowship has failed.
Pokemon and TCG has really exploded of late, and this collector thinks it might be time to split up the events into TCG shows and sports card shows. But enough of my pontificating. Slowly working my way through packs of rabid children, I was able to find a few good cards. A 4 for $1 prospect bin, coughed up Bowman and first Bowmans of Eduardo Tait, Aiden Miller, and Justin Crawford. Crawford was just recently promoted to AAA. Miller was invited to spring training, but he will begin the year in AA. And Tait, a promising catcher just 18 years old, is down in single A ball. For a quarter apiece, I'll tuck these away and see what happens. Plowing my way through more unsupervised children screaming about Pikachu, I came upon a few dealers with vintage cards. And oh boy, this guy just picked up a huge load of 67 high numbers. I'm all set with the 67s in my collection, but this was the first time I've ever seen more than one NL Rookie Stars card number 587 in a single spot. This guy had 4 of them, and he had 3 Jim Bunnings, card 560, another super tough card. I upgraded my NL Rookie Stars card in the National last year, but my Bunning has a tiny crease on one of the corners, so I'd like to upgrade that one eventually. After poring over the condition of these 3 Bunnings, I decided that none of the 3 were a substantial upgrade from my current card, and so I ultimately passed on all of them. Kinda stunning in its own right that I left 67 high number Phillies sitting there on the table. But the same dealer also had a sizable stack of Harper rookies, including this Bowman Prospects purple variation, a color I do not already possess. So $5 later, I now possess it. And it will go into the Harper rookie run along with the base card and the chrome versions of this image. Speaking of screaming children, I'd have one at home if I didn't pick up some Harpers for the kid. So in short order, I snagged 2 2024 Topps Big League inserts and the 35th Anniversary All-Star card from 2022. 3 Harpers for $2. At least there'd be one kid in a good mood today. An unexpected find was this 2022 Panini rookie autograph of Christopher Sanchez. Sanchez, for reasons I can't explain, doesn't have a rookie card in Topps. 2024 was his first Topps card, appearing first in the Stadium-only team set, and then later appearing in the Update series, after he was selected to his first All-Star team. Sanchez is the real deal, and he had a great year in 2024. He showed some really nasty stuff this spring, with fastballs approaching 100 miles an hour. The Phillies locked him up for a few years, so even though Panini is unlicensed, this is his only rookie card. The dealer selling it was mostly selling football cards, so I offered $10, and he quickly accepted. This card will go on my autograph shelf, and to make room, Rhys Hoskins is getting the boot back to the box. Sanchez is the Phillies' future. Welcome to the shelf, kid. Amongst all the Pokemon chaos were a bunch of dealers with boxes not worth the time to flip. So many boxes where I'd start, and then just a few cards deep would hit football cards, or basketball, or wrestling in this case. Dealers, you gotta meet me halfway. At least sort out the wrestling cards from the sports cards. I did find a cool 1951 Bowman Andy Seminick with an on-card autograph, but it was missing a huge chunk at the bottom. Since I already have Seminick's autograph on a 49 Bowman, I left this one in the box. Had it been complete, I probably would pay $15, but I wasn't excited to pay full price for less than a full card. Another unexpected purchase was a few Hall of Famers out of a nondescript album. All cards were $2. I opened it up, and there was an '84 Fleer Don Mattingly rookie staring back at me. $2, huh? Let's see what else is in here. It was mostly junk wax Hall of Famer, but there was a really nice '84 Topps Cal Ripken All-Star card and a '77 Topps Reggie Jackson. He gave me all 3 cards for $5. The Mattingly is worth at least that, as is the Reggie, so I'll tuck them away in my Hall of Fame box for a future date. More battles with the Pokemon tables led to a box where I found another Harper XRC, his 2012 Syracuse Chiefs card. Harper was called up in 2012 and has his proper rookie from that year. But this is one of the few XRCs I didn't yet have. $10 later, and now I did. All the way back in the corner, away from the throngs of kids and Charizards, was a vintage dealer with some legit stuff. Not much in the way of old Phillies cards besides a '66 Fergie Jenkins rookie. I asked him if he had any ungraded stuff not in the cases, and he pulled out a small stack of mishmashed pre-war stuff, mostly 33 and 34 Goudies. But there were a couple 1922 American caramels in there, one of which was this Colonel Snover card. Colonel Snover never actually played for the Phillies, so it's okay if you've never heard of him. Info is scarce on this cat, but he pitched 2 games for the New York Baseball Giants in 1919, but spent most of his career with the Pittsfield Hillies of the Eastern League. The Phillies were scouting him in 1922, but never tendered him a contract. This is a very early Phantom card. Check out episode 32 for more on Phantom cards. This is the earliest Phantom card that I know for the Phillies. The card was in great shape for 103 years old, and a bargain at $50. Also in the stack of old pre-war cards was this Kirby Higbee card from the Conlon issues of the early 90s. Whoops, not vintage. The dealer gave it to me for free, and we had a good laugh at the misfiling. I was cornered far from the door with legions of Pokemon kids between me and an easy escape. But I outweigh those little buggers, so I pushed my way out as politely as I could. I was able to have a good time, but I'm still thinking it is time to split up card shows and let TCG develop in its own way. Maybe I'm just an old man screaming at a cloud, but this show barely felt like a card show. Despite the madness, it was still a heck of a way to spend a Saturday. Thanks for watching. Help support the channel with the purchase of custom-designed card box dividers, completely bespoke to your specification and collecting tastes. Send an email to philliesbaseballcards@gmail.com, and let's talk about making your collection truly yours. We'll see you next time on Baseball Card Stories, Legends, and Lore.